Hi, and welcome back to Just the Plants, ma'am, where we make plants for the people. And today, I am going to be showing you how to make a lentil burger / lentil loaf recipe that is filled with vegetables. Yes, there's like a whole onion, 2 carrots, and a whole zucchini and some mushrooms in there. Don't tell the kids about all the crazy vegetables. They'll kill me. But I'm also going to make some oven-baked home fries to go along with those veggie burgers for dinner. So, if you want to see me make a delicious vegan burger and fries that your kids will love, come with me and let's get this recipe started. We are going to need 1 1/4 cup of lentils to start our recipe off. I would prefer that you use the brown lentils as opposed to the red lentils because the red lentils are just smaller and mushier and not as firm. So you're going to want to use the brown lentils, okay? And lentils are amazing. They're high in protein, high in fiber, and they stabilize your blood sugar. They keep you full for a long time. They are a powerhouse. The recipe that I was looking at said that we needed medium grind cornmeal, not fine grind, not whatever grind. No, she said medium grind Bob's Red Mill cornmeal. So that is what we have. And then I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of my lentils that I probably should have mashed before I did this. You guys probably should mash half the lentils. Let's make a chia or a flax egg. I have 1 tablespoon of pre-ground chia seeds in my bowl that I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of water to. And then you just want to stir it up so that it becomes gelatinous and slimy and gross, just like eggs. But unlike eggs, this did not come out of an animal's something or other. So we are winning at life when we are not eating things that are dead animal flesh or things that come out of them. Yes, good job, guys. So I decided to spice up my egg and then add it to the cornmeal, right? Because we always gotta like layer our spices. So 1 tablespoon of mustard. As we all know, the children love the ketchup. We will add the ketchup. The ketchup will help moisten and add a little bit of flavor. And I was not going to make my own barbecue sauce, so I thought, why not just put ketchup in there, right? Right. Lazy vegan hacks 101. I gotcha. You know what time it is. It is time to throw random spices into your bowl. Whatever you think you would like. I just put some onion flakes and some chili powder and some garlic powder in there because I put that stuff in everything because I know it is a flavor combination that my children will not object to. Okay, so let's add our flax egg, chia egg, whatever egg, just not a real egg, to our cornmeal. If you are not fortunate enough to find a tiny zucchini like I did, then you're going to have to just use half of a zucchini because using a whole big zucchini would just be way too much zucchini. I like to add the aminos directly on top of the zucchini because the saltiness helps the already watery zucchini leach it out some more. Plus we're seasoning up our lentils at the same time, right? And helping that moisture go into our cornmeal. Now, remember when I told you guys earlier to mash half of the lentils? Well, I forgot to do that. So now I am mashing the lentils and everything now. But it was actually kind of a good thing because it mashed up the pieces of zucchini even smaller. So I was kind of happy that I forgot to mash the lentils in the beginning. See? Sometimes mistakes turn into blessings. 1 small onion. Some oil or water for frying. Let's make sure to finely dice the onions, as we do not wish to have any complaints from the peanut gallery. No, we do not. And you don't want big chunks of onion in a nice burger or loaf. That's just, yeah. Please, mommies, tell me I'm not the only one to have kitchen meltdowns, please. Someone comment down below and tell me that I am not the only one to just pretend I'm crying because of the onions, but really I'm just, you know, having a mental breakdown in the kitchen. Anyways, let's chop these carrots up really, really fine because you do not want any big chunks of anything in your mixture. I like to use the oil because I want to put the spices in and let it cook, and it just like makes everything nice in this pan of mine. However, if you are on a no oil diet, please just pretend like this is water. This isn't oil. This is water. We're sauteing in water. It will work just as great doing your water sauteing method. 3 potatoes. I find making them rather large works the best. So I cut 1 potato into 3 slices and then make 3 fries out of each slice. I like to let my potatoes sit in a water bath for a while and just chill out and get some of that starchy yucky off, and then I make sure that I thoroughly dry them, and I put on exactly 2 teaspoons of oil. I might have only needed to use 1, but maybe 1.5. Next time, less. It was not over oily, but you know, you can always use less oil, but no oil is no good because outside gets too dry for the kids and they can like barely even chew through that stuff because it's like too crunchy. So the oil helps keep the outside of the fry crispy but not too crispy, because you guys know what I mean if you've made no oil fries by the too crispy on the outside. Okay, so put it in the oven and set your oven to 420 and cook for 20 minutes. 5 mushrooms, finely chopped. 4 finely chopped garlic cloves. We put garlic in everything. Fresh garlic makes life so much better. Don't you agree? Okay, you guys, put all of your garlic and all of your mushrooms into your pan. I just put all the other stuff to the side so the mushrooms could have center stage. Yes. And get all that heat on them. Okay, so I put a little water in the bottom of the pan, and I think they called that deglazing. I think I heard that on a cooking show somewhere before. So I thought I would do that because there was a lot of like flavory looking stuff on the bottom of this pan. Oh yes, but I think I added too much water. So I'm gonna need to add more cornmeal to my mixture. Yeah, if you guys want to skip this step, you might not have to go crazy with the cornmeal here in a minute. Ooh. Okay, so if I were me and I were doing this again, I would let this stuff cook for longer. But in my head, I thought, oh, it's going to be a good idea to add it to the cornmeal when it's a little bit wetter. But no, that was not a good idea. The mixture was already wet enough. Bad idea, Nicole. Bad. Yeah, so now you get to play fun with cornmeal and stirring and consistency testing because you should have just stopped the first time you deglazed the pan. No, you went back for more, and that was your mistake. And you used too much water, and you didn't cook it down the water again long enough. So now your mixture is way too moist. So now, yes, I added in a 1/4 cup. I think I added in like 2 tablespoons of cornmeal because I didn't want to go crazy with the cornmeal. So I added in 2 tablespoons, but that wasn't enough. So I'm stirring. I'm hoping stuff will absorb so I don't have to add more cornmeal, but we're going to have to add more cornmeal. Ugh. Now for the fun part. You get to play with your food. Yes, I want you to squish it and feel it and see how it feels squeezing through your hands. It should feel firm but yet still pliable, okay? So that's how you're going to know when your dough is ready, when it squishes through your fingers like I just showed you. And then you're going to want to form into very nice patties. If you want to cook them quickly and in the frying pan, I suggest doing them much thinner than I did. If you don't mind just, pre-frying your burgers and then putting them in the oven to bake, go ahead and make super thick patties. They'll be delicious. But if you want to cook them quicker, then obviously make them thinner. Fry your patties. Make sure to wait until the perfect crispiness and brownness has been attained. You do not want it too dark or too light. Just take your burgers over to the sunlight and admire the beauty that you have created with your own hands. The kids' favorite time of day, fry time! Well, it is finally time to make our buns nice and get this dinner served. My kids will put up with mayo and ketchup, so that's what we are doing, okay? It's perfect, it's delicious. Your patty will be pleasantly surrounded by some nice sauces, and you can put this Earth Island cheddar slices on top. The Earth Island cheddar slices are seriously wonderful. My kids will even eat them straight like that. Doesn't have to be on a sandwich or with a burger or anything. Nope. They will just eat the cheese slices just like that. Put your fries on the plate and you have done it. Dinner is served. Let's just sit back and admire the magnificentness that you have just created. Look at it. It's so, I love the way it looks. It looks like a real burger. It's got texture. It's not like gluey. There's vegetables in there that your kids don't know about, and your fries look perfect. Good work. Okay, the kids are finally eating, and now I get to make a loaf. Yes, put the rest of the mixture into whatever pan is not going to explode in your toaster oven. Get that loaf in the oven. I just like using the toaster oven, so 375 for 35 minutes. So by this time, I was just over it, so prepare to be horrified if you're like a kitchen aficionado, because this kind of horrified me after I did it. So if you're not completely over your life at this point and you want to make your sauce, I suggest doing it in a separate bowl and not just right on top of your loaf like I did, because this is pretty crazy. But anyways, it was ketchup, mustard, a little bit of maple syrup, some smoked paprika, chili powder, and garlic powder. And stir it on top of your loaf like I did. But don't get it all over the edges like I did, because it'll burn. Yep, and burn a lot. Not good. You guys, do not do what I did. Wait until you have like 10 minutes left to cook the loaf and then put your sauce on. Don't put it on a half an hour before. That was just stupid. Completely over it. So anyways, I let it sit for like a good 45 minutes at least to cool off, and then I put a plate on top and flip it over, and look at it. That side looks perfect. It came out magically. Amazing. I love it, darling. I think this loaf turned out amazing. Looking at the inside, it looks beautiful. So my mom was happy, my kids are happy, so I'm finally happy and I'm done. Thank you so much for joining me on this What I Make My Kids for Dinner edition of Just the Plants Ma'am. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this from me in the future, please hit the subscribe button. I hope you pretty plant people have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time.